Hello everybody. I've never really done a proper introduction to myself. Well, I did, but I deleted it. It was rubbish, and probably this will be as well. But this is more of... So anyway, my name is Alce. It's Belgian. I hope to reach some Belgians on here as well. There's not many Belgians where I live at all. It is spelled E-L-S, but it's pronounced Alce. Anyway, I set up the YouTube channel in October, but I didn't do anything with it. I was busy. I was also, I don't know, scared, like a lot of people are, I suppose. And then I did start it about a month ago, and I was pleasantly surprised. I did mainly shorts. I was just experimenting. I wasn't expecting anybody to view anything at all. And I got about 99... I've got 2 subscribers, which I'm pleased about, and I got about 99 views on these shorts, and they were videos that I'd already done, really. Anyway, I then had a break from YouTube because I felt that my skills weren't sufficient. I still don't know how to edit. That time was to teach myself how to edit and all stuff like that. But in the meantime, I was concentrating on other things to try to earn some money, to try to bring some money in, and I'll discuss that with you in a minute. But I'm introducing basically a 60-day posting challenge. I'm just going to be raw and just be myself and authentic, and I am called Alce the Overcomer, because I've overcome in recent years a lot of things, and even if I can just inspire a couple of people with my determination, and I am determined all the time, every day. I make plans, and sometimes, I say every day, sometimes I give up a little bit for a day or so, but that's okay, I'm human. Anyway, so I'm going to post every day for 60 days because I'm trying to overcome this potential homelessness, because I got bad news 2 weeks ago. I was struggling with the rent anyway. They put it up from 925 3 years ago. I moved in here 3 years ago. Then in July, when I was a little bit behind with the rent, I was on universal credit at the time, they put the rent up to 1100. When they knew that I was getting a little bit of money, then I came off universal credit. All of that little bit of money has now gone, evaporated in rent, in bills, in everything. You may say, well, why haven't you got a job? I have been working and I'm self-employed, but unfortunately it's coming in bits and drabs, and my incomings are a lot less than my outgoings at the moment. So me and my daughter, she's working full-time. I take her to work in the mornings and pick her up. I am probably going to, in this challenge, you're going to see me every day, be authentic, show you the good bits, the bad bits, what I'm doing, what's working, what's not working, what I'm up to, basically. Sometimes I'll look as if I've just got out of bed like now, and sometimes I will make an effort. Anyway, so now I got this letter saying they're putting the rent up to £12.50, which means £350 increase in 3 years, which I don't think is acceptable, and I can't afford it anyway. The good thing is, so my incomings are probably not even £1,000 on a good month. Maybe £1,000, £1,000 for those who don't know what £1,000 means. Anyway, yeah, so it doesn't even cover. So I'm going to let you know my plans every day. So what am I doing at the moment? So the first video, before I forget, the first video is going to be, I had been doing up this place. I'm obviously in rented accommodation, as I've already said. The bathroom is damp. We had loads of other issues. The council's been round, but a lot of the issues have been fixed, and give them credit to that. Well, I've got nice new windows, and I'm able to open the windows so the damp doesn't get any worse. But in the bathroom, it's actually pouring in a corner. But I think that's a video for another day. The rest of the place I have been decorating, and I'm going to share those decorations and do like, what do you call it, room tours of what I've already done. At the time, unfortunately, I can't show you me doing the work, and a lot of the videos are lost because I've now got I basically went a couple of weeks ago from an iPhone 6, which was corrupt. It just wasn't supported anymore and it wasn't working. I lost a lot of my videos, and so yeah, I can't show you all the footage, but I can do little tours. All that work that I've done, I don't want it to go to waste, so I'll be showing you tours as well of all my artwork. Since 2020, I became an artist, probably because I lost my job as a carer at the time. Sorry, I'm giving you a lot of information, but so basically, yeah, I'm potentially going to be homeless, but I do feel very lucky. I'm an optimistic person. I have a van. So I do have a van. I am sad that, so my daughter will have somewhere to go if I do have to live in the van, or even if I've got to live in the room, because I won't be able to stay here. I'm going to reapply for universal credit because I haven't been on that for nearly a year now, since I did get a little payout of something, but as I've already said, it's all gone. So anyway, I went to, where did I go? I went to Citizens Advice. They weren't as good as last time I went to Citizens Advice, when I got Section 21 just before I moved in here. No, they weren't as good, I think, because at that time I had a 16-year-old at school. She's now 19, so I'm not that important really, which I can understand. I don't mind living in my van, but I would prefer to live in the room. I don't need this place anyway. They're calling it a 2-bedroom place, but it's not. It's basically a large 1-bedroom flat, and I keep telling them I've owned a place like this, so I do know what it is. It's a 1/2. This is what I'm sitting in here, and I am going to do a video about this. This is my lounge, kitchen and dining room. That's a panoramic view of it. Can you see it? So you've got the kitchen and then the rest of it. And I'm sitting at the table. Anyway, I'm going to put you back down. So what are my aims? My aims are to basically do all the things that I can do over the next 2 weeks. In the next 2 weeks, I've got to make a decision whether I'm going to hand in my notice. I've got to give a 1 month notice, even though, and I spoke to the estate agent, the landlord agency, and I said to them I'd been given the advice in Citizens Advice that I need to give 2 months notice, and I was more panicked coming out of the Citizens Advice than when I went in, to be honest, because he said you've got to give 2 months notice because it's a private landlord. And I said, well, what if I haven't got them? If I give 2 months notice, I need to find the rent for 2 months, which is going to be, I'm still on the 1100 because I haven't signed anything. I didn't even get the email, actually, that it's going to go up to the 1250. Anyway, as long as I don't agree to anything, the next month will be at 1100, and then I'll just move out in 6 weeks. The only time that I would stay here, and I would have liked to stay here for the sake of my daughter, then she can stay with me, is if some miracle happens. If I am suddenly earning through all the things that I'll just quickly go over with you. If everything that I'm trying suddenly picks up and I'm suddenly earning way over 2 grand, because my rent and bills alone are 1,600 quid. So, and then as well, I don't even know if then I would even stay, because I've still got the issue of the damp, which they're not sorting out. And I did have the council involved, and they think that it's sorted anyway, but it's not sorted. So I don't even think I'd stay, because then they would get me into a 6-month contract or even 12-month contract, and I don't want that. I want to feel free. So for me, I'm aiming to be in a room. My daughter's going to go back to her dad's for a little while, and I'm just going to work my little off. I'd just like to say hello to any Belgians out there. Please connect. There's none here in Essex. I know there's some in Colchester, but I'm not in Colchester. Goeiedag allemaal van West-Vlaanderen. Alles is Roeselare. Hallo. Anyway, so my aims are to overcome this predicament. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing every day. Right, I'm going to log off very quickly now and then show you the first part in the first day, sorry, is I cleared the front garden. I'm going to have to leave it clear anyway. I am going to, in that little video, basically I did that on Saturday. So yeah, in that little video, I'm going to be showing you makeover of the garden, and I am going to put some fake grass down, but that's coming with me. That's coming with me. That's not staying. Anything that's too expensive will come with me because I can't afford to leave it. Luckily, I've got a garage. I do have a garage, which is at a reasonable price still, even though the price has gone up. I pay every 3 months, and anything that I need to store and will need to store will go in the garage. Anyway, that includes all my furniture. So I'm not too worried as long as I have some sort of roof over my head. And if the worst comes to the worst, because they're only going to give me benefits and housing benefit, if they give me housing benefit, on me, not me and my daughter, because she's come of age now. She's over 18. Anyway, so yeah, so at the moment I've got a few online selling sites. I've got this, but obviously I've just started YouTube and I can't count that as an income because I'm not monetized yet, and I'm a long way from being monetized. That's one of the reasons that I didn't post for a little while, because I thought I need to earn some money, but that didn't really work anyway over the last 3 weeks. So what am I going to do to try to get some money in anyway is I've got Zazzle, I've got T-Mill. None of those are, these are print on demand sites for selling my art. I've also got Etsy and eBay. I'm going to give Etsy is saturated. It's bits and drabs. eBay's bits and drabs. I think I'm just going to give it another month and come out of there. I've got all my artwork on them. At the moment, I'm concentrating on T-Mill. I've got some views, but it's not really gaining any traction. So I'm going to continue with that, but at the same time, I'm going to do YouTube, and I'm going to finish my CV. I'm going to get back into caring eventually and go back to the hospital, but all that takes 6 months. Eventually, with a view of going back to nursing, but that's very eventually. At the moment, this is urgent. I just need to get some money in. So the main thing I'm going to do to get some money in at the moment, apart from the online selling and print on demand sites, is I'm just going to go with my daughter and go back to work at the agency at the moment, just to get a bit of money. And that's why these are just going to be short videos of everything that I'm doing day to day. What else do I need to tell you in this? Yeah, this is just going to be a quick daily vlog. It's going to be rough. I'm going to look rough. It's going to be authentic. Sometimes it's going to be good news. Sometimes it's going to be bad news. But I'm real and authentic, and I'm me. And hopefully, if this inspires, I hope this inspires a few people who are going through a tough time at the moment and who are trying to overcome challenges and overcome life's burdens, and they just need to maybe get some inspiration from somebody who's going through it. I've watched quite a few people on YouTube. They're inspirational in a way. They are people who say, look, I'm rich now and this is how I did it. But that's not me. I want to be watching people and hope you get some inspiration from someone. And there's quite a few people on YouTube who are authentic and will show you their journey through the struggles, through the affliction, through the hard times, through the nearly being homeless, through the trying and nothing coming in, having no family support. I've got friends, but they don't really understand. My friends are probably, can I say, of a higher standing than me at the moment. Yeah, they're doing better than me, which is a good thing. But I don't think they really understand. I think they somehow think that I'm doing something wrong or not trying hard enough, but I am. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I'm rambling on a little bit. I hope you enjoy the first video. Okay. Oh yeah, if you like the video and you like me rambling on and you like my authenticity and my struggles, yeah, please like the video and subscribe. Thank you and have a lovely day.